All right, guys, so something very interesting today. We have Scott's car. It's a beautiful car. It's a 2.2 big bore, not stroker. Has a 6466 S2 cams, top mount, 4-inch intake, Omni 4-bar, and it's been tuned on a Mustang dyno. 2150 injectors. It's been tuned on a Mustang dyno, and he says he's making 707 on a Mustang. So he's like, on your dyno, which is a DJ, should be over 800. And that's what we're going to find out today. We're literally going to put it on our dyno and do some base runs before I start tuning. And let's see what it makes. All right, so we did the first run. And remember, this one was supposedly 707 on a Mustang dyno. And supposedly the customer was told making over 800 on a dynojet, and we have a dynojet. But it's making 698 in our dynojet. So this is what I've been telling people, that, yeah, Mustang dynos have the ability to read low or high. And I would say most of the places it is reading low, because I use these to tune all over the country. But I would say a lot of times it's not, that it's fucked with. The numbers are actually manipulated a little bit. So you can actually look at a video that I think AMS made a while back about Mustang dynos and how that can be manipulated. So anybody says anything to me online like, hey, I made this and that, and it doesn't seem right because they're saying making 900 when they actually made like 800 on a Mustang dyno, I'm gonna call you out. My dyno's open. Come bring it. Show me where your car is making a lot more on the dynojet. All right, that's just shout out. All right, so after that base run from when he came in, supposedly, you know, when he was making like 700 on Mustang dyno, where he was told it's going to be 800 on a dynojet, but as you can see, that's not true. We drained the fuel. We couldn't get enough as we're doing flex fuel. I always like to do the low ethanol before the high ethanol. And we are at 17-18%. That's the best I could do, and the gas price over here is just ugh. So I'm gonna roll it.
The rear wheels were spinning.
This car has the added pleasure of tuning, which is he deleted both of the Myvecs. So, you know, usually I do the exhaust but not the intake, and it's super sluggish when it comes to the spool because of the intake. But I'll do my best to get it up, but I don't want to like use the wastegate and then spike it, and you know, once it spikes, it's hard to control in that area. It doesn't respond fast enough. But recheck everything, and then we're going to do a first base run. We're not going to put that much power on Fan. We're not going to put that much power on 93 because he is going for 85, so. Base run, 18 pounds, extremely rich, you know, right around 65, and just went to like pegged it at like 9.5. So I'm going to fix that and increase the boost just a little bit. This is a 2.2 liter. But big bore, not stroker. I prefer the stroker. I just don't trust these big bores. You know, there's always a problem with sealing when the bore is too big. And not just this platform, every engine is like that. So a little bit better on the fueling, and I was able to rev it to 7,800 this time because there was no breakup, and the boost is at 20. So this is on 22, 23 pounds, and you know, it's doing great. The fuel's on point, and he's making good power, but we don't want to stress this out on 93. I really don't like doing that. So now we're going to switch fuels to E85. All right, so we switched fuels, mix of X98 and pump ethanol, and so far we are at 78%. Should be good. Well, this is with no other changes other than switching fuels. Everything is still the same. As you can see, it's making significantly more power. Same boost, same everything. This is around 28 to 29 pounds of boost. still running rich. So gotta fix that. I'm gonna up the boost as I go. This is on 32 pounds of boost, still a bit rich for the octane that he had. I'm sorry, for the ethanol content that he has. But this is close to what he was making when he first came in, 38 to 39 pounds of boost. This is on 35, 36 pounds of boost. Again, the timing hasn't been touched. I'm still running 93 octane timing on this. This is still at 36, 37 pounds. I just added 1 degree of timing from before. But the the car slipped right around 7,500 RPM. I don't know why. We're just going to check that and see if we can fix it. This is at 38 pounds. I'm just playing with the timing a little bit, but right around 7,000, 7,500, he definitely is slipping on the dyno. What I'm going to do now is tighten the straps a little bit harder, and then turn up the boost to 40. When we asked Scott earlier, he said that he wanted between 800 and 850. So I'm assuming like 820, 825. So that's my goal. So this is on 39 to 40 pounds, and by red line I think he drops down to the 38s. And you know, he's not running that much timing. I think I did like 15 degrees or 16 all the way up top. He didn't need it. Also decided not to rev out this engine, even though it's a big bore. It can handle 9,000 RPMs, and I'm pretty sure if I adjusted the tune, he will make power till then. I decided not to rev it out. One of the main factors was when I asked him what kind of rod bolts he has. I think he said ARP 2000, then he's like, oh, it's also got 625s, and it didn't make any sense to me. Besides, we're making the power way earlier than that. There's no need to stress the motor. So the red line is what he came in with. The rev is above 85 on that, and he was running 38 pounds. The green line is at 40 pounds, 2 pounds more. And looking at the maps, it's running similar timing. Maybe mine's a little less in the mid-range. But the car's running way better. He had some, when he turns on the AC, idling issues that the car would die. That's not happening anymore. The only thing I would change on this would be his rear section of the exhaust. Has a leak, and it's a band clamp on it. And the difference between the two, the only adjustments that we actually made is the way the wastegate is plumbed, and that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. I would appreciate any feedbacks you guys give. I read them all the time. I don't have time to reply all the time. If you are looking for like specific questions answered, it's better just to email me. Sometimes you guys asking for pricing and this whole different conversation you want to have on the YouTube comments, that's not going to happen there. That's not a platform for it. But thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. There's a lot more interesting videos coming as well. And stay tuned for more.